Okay, so the first question is fascinating model and system. What is the state of art modeling and predicting off-target effects in the system?
Yeah, so predicting off-target effects and as well as bystander effects are a really important part of ADC modeling, and I think it's especially prevalent in more recent models. But because it's so because one of the major issues with ADCs is that although they might perform or they might be efficacious, the resulting toxicity to different organs or off-target effects, as we mentioned, have really come into play. So at the moment, by incorporating the release of the any excess warhead, or that might come from excess warhead that might be released from the antibody-drug conjugate, that is being incorporated into models as well, and by having these compartmental models and also PBPK models that show some of this, that incorporate as well as the in vitro effects of these off-target, these in vitro effects, it will also show that that's kind of this current state of predicting some of these off-target effects. And that's a great point that I also want to explore more later on.
Thanks. I'll do one more question. Wonderful talk. Does the model allow for the incorporation of a biomaterial delivery vehicle as well? For example, a carrier in combination with the ADCs, particularly in the context of sustained release, localization, and related needs, where selective interactions with a biomaterial carrier can be exploited to modulate the release outcomes of the ADC.
Yeah, so that's actually something I hadn't quite thought about yet, but that could definitely be something that's incorporated, like incorporating delivery vehicles. And we thought about incorporating kind of co-administration with, for example, with the antibody counterpart to the antibody-drug conjugate, and also with other kind of combination therapies, such as with immunotherapy. But I think that the delivery vehicles would be an interesting route to explore as well.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, Inez. We'll move on to the next